today I decided to make a video on how to make the Asian pilaf, and I'm gonna tell you in this video I'm gonna tell you like how precisely to make it a Fergana plov. So here we go. So I'm gonna show you what my preparations. You see the vegetables, the meat. So I'm gonna cut down and prepare everything, and then I'm gonna start the cooking in this spot. And this pot is very unique, and it's specially made for cooking plov. So you gotta have this pot in order to be able to cook the right plov. The first thing you're gonna add is gonna be the meat. So the proportions are like you need for if you're cooking like for a couple of people, like I think like 400 grams of meat and 400 grams of carrot and 400 grams of rice would be the perfect combination to make a pilaf. So I just add some oil. The pot is hot. I add some oil already, and the oil, by the way, there should be like about 200 grams of oil. 200 milligrams, right? So yeah, and I'm gonna add the meat. This is so you need to cut down like to big chunks. This is the meat that I have prepared. Yeah, it smells delicious, and it smells very delicious to a carnivore. As you can see, the process has begun. Our big chunks of meat are frying. So yeah, you're gonna need special tools like this one. Thanks God I have all of them in my flat. So yeah, so let it fry until the meat is ready, and while it's being prepared, we're gonna slice down the onions. Meat looks fairly ready. I've cut down the onion. One onion is actually enough for the whole meal. Alright, the other onion that we have, we're gonna use it for salad, and I'm just gonna take the onions and then it just like that, and of course stir it. Stir it till the onion is fairly golden. When it takes a golden color, then we're going to add the carrots. As you can see, our carrot is ready. I sliced it down to small pieces, and yeah, and then we'll start the cooking one by one in the process, and then I'm going to add the vegetables one by one. So it takes a lot of time. It takes a while actually to slice down the carrot as you need it. Just a small slices like this, about 6 centimeters. Yeah, and then you can start the cooking. It has slightly changed in color after 2 minutes of steering in hot boiling oil, and we're gonna add the carrots now. Just like that. If you add the carrot, you need to stir it like for 10 minutes, precisely for 10 minutes on hot fire. On a low fire, should be a high fire on a gas oven. 10 minutes of frying the carrot and onion, and boiling the onion and meat and the oil and onion all together. You have to prepare like boiled water, and right after 10 minutes you add that boiled water into the juice, and it should be slightly so your water should go as much as like 2 centimeters above the meat level. So yeah, that's pretty enough, and you're gonna let it boil like that for 15 minutes. And during those 15 minutes, you can add your salt, you can add your spices. Now you gotta understand one thing: the carrot, the boiling of the carrot for 15 minutes is to prepare the juice. Now the juice is quite important because you're using the sugar out of carrot to make your plov so like taste sweet. So that's the thing that gives it the sweet taste. So, and right now we'll be adding our spices. The first thing I'm gonna add is a garlic. Yeah, I've already added it. So I put it right in the middle of it and let it boil along with our juice, carrot juice, and we're gonna add some salt. Usually, it depends on your. Usually for this size of portion, it's like 1 tablespoon of salt is enough, and I'm gonna use the spice for plov. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that's the plov for. That's the spice for plov. Okay, our spice evenly all around. So after 15 minutes, when our juice has become totally ready with carrot, I've added the rice, and you can choose the type of rice you like, but preferably you must choose a long and darker rice. And we're gonna boil like that, like for another 10 to 15 minutes, as long as the water like nearly disappears. All right, until the water nearly disappears. So still on high fire, and as you can see, the water is slightly like above inside water, slightly like about 1 centimeter above your rice level, and the rice is must be distributed evenly across the pot, as you can see, and let it boil, just like that. Yeah, as soon as the rice is half ready and most of the water has evaporated, you need to make a pyramid out of the rice like this. You know, keep it all in the center, the rice, and let the water still evaporate from the sides. And we're gonna use a big deep plate like this to cover the rice, and then keep it on low fire for another 15 minutes. And then it'll be ready. As you cover the rice with a plate, you need to also cover the pot that is kept. Yeah, and let it simmer like that for 15 minutes. After your plov has stewed for 15 minutes, you have to remove the pot, the pot cap, remove the plate, and then remove the garlic. And then you need to stir, mix it all together. And preferably, you need after mixing it, it is recommended to recap again and keep it there for another maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Plov gets ready. We're preparing the salad, and the salad is really basic. You don't need a lot of ingredients or olive oil, as I used to think before. It must have some oil or maybe vinegar inside of it, but it does. It just have like onion, tomatoes, 2 tomatoes I used for myself, and 2 cucumbers. You need to cut it down in a triangular shapes, to make that salad. Yeah, that's the salad. It's kind of ready. Like, all you need to do is mix it up, stir it up with a spoon and a fork, and let it stay like that for like 10 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve.